Okay, so here's another example of the type of question that we can get in the Boolean section. This is Learning Unit 6, Exercise 6, Question 2 on page 82. And the question is saying, use a truth table to determine whether, and they give us an equation there that's got a left and a right-hand side, and that we need to know if that is true or not. So what I do is I'm going to split this up into the left-hand side. So I just say LHS equals, and there's the left-hand side of the equation there. And then I've got RHS, which is the right-hand side of the equation. Okay, now I've made myself a table here, and these columns, okay, I've got an A, B, and a C input. Okay, so I've got A, B, and C input, that's a given. Then I start looking to see, well, what columns am I going to need for my working out? Okay, so I'm going to need an A prime and a not A. Okay, so I need a not A column. There it is. There's no other nots, so that's fine. I'm going to need an A and B. Okay, so I need an A and B. I need a not A and C. So there's the not A and C. I need a B and C. So there's my B and C column. On this side, I need an A and B. I've already got that. On this side, I need a not A and C. I've already got that. So I don't need to add any more columns. Then I need a left and LHS column for the result of this whole lot. And I need an RHS column, a result for this whole lot. So now that we've got that, let's bash some values in. Okay, these are the possible inputs. Okay, so those are my 8 possibilities. Okay, so let's go through the working out here. So here I've got not A. Okay, so not A is just going to be the inverse of column 1. So that's going to be 1, 1, 1, 1, 0, 0, 0, 0. Okay, so it's just the complete inverse of this. Okay, now we're going to look at A and B. Okay, so we know for and, it's in the name, A and B have to be a 1 in order to get a 1. So if I've got any 0, it's 0. Okay, and we're going to be anding together these first 2 columns, A and B. So 0 and 0, 0, 0 and 0, 0 and 1, 0 and 1, 1 and 0, 1 and 0, 1 and 1, 1 and 1. So there's my A and B. I'm going to do the same thing here with not A. So this column, not A, and this column, C. Okay, so I'm taking the not A and I'm anding it with C. Okay, not A is 1. 1 and 0 is a 0. Okay, 1 and 1 is a 1. 1 and 0 is a 0. 1 and 1 is a 1. 0 and 0. 1 and 0. 0 and 0. 1 and 0. Okay, so I've got that for not A and C. Now I'm going to AND together B and C. So columns 2 and 3. I'm going to AND those together. So 0 and 0, 0 and 1, 1 and 0, 1 and 1, 0 and 0, 0 and 1, 1 and 0, 1 and 1. So there's my B and C. Okay, so let's look. The left-hand side, we are ORing A, B, not A, C, and B and C. So we are going to OR these 3 columns. Okay, we're going to OR them together for the left-hand side. And we know that for an OR, if I've got just a single one or more, but if I've got at least one 1, I'm going to get a 1. So 3 zeros give me a 0. I've got a 1 in there. I've got no 1s in there. I've got 1s in there. No 1s in there. No 1s in there. I've got 1 in there. I've got 1s in there. So that is the truth table for my left-hand side. So let's go down the right-hand side. The right-hand side, we are ORing together AB and not AC. So these 2 columns, okay, just these 2 columns, we're going to OR those together. So 2 zeros give me a 0, 0 and 1 give me a 1, 2 zeros give me a 0, 0 and 1 give me a 1. 2 zeros gives me a 0, 2 zeros gives me a 0, 1 and 0 give me a 1, 1 and 0 give me a 1. Okay, so let's have a look at these two columns, left-hand side and right-hand side. They are identical. So we have proved the equation that they gave us is in fact true.